on the scenery, but he was
really smoking.
Me and Madison was talking. We were saying,
let's pull up.
Like, got my car and we rolled out that door. Like, this boy pulls a baby out of the car seat. Like,
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So if you are new here, make sure you stop, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications because you don't want to miss when I post. And if you are old, hey y'all. So today we are back with another video featuring Anaya.
hey y'all.
So today we was like, you know what? We have all these stories, and you know, we be, if you know us, you know that we be outside, and everybody just be like, oh, I know y'all be getting into stuff. I know y'all be getting into stuff. We be like, no, we don't get into stuff, but we really do be getting into stuff. So today we are gonna start. Today we're gonna tell a story time about the time we got caught at a stakeout.
And why was we at a stakeout? Y'all, we left it in 2023.
Yeah, we don't do that no more.
We won't be doing that, so y'all don't even have to worry about it.
This is not staking y'all out, but
right. Yeah, we're not
in 2023 we was with everything.
With it all.
Everything.
That's not us no more.
At all. So y'all,
let's get into it.
Yeah, so we gonna start from the very, very beginning.
First day out.
So literally. Okay. So what happened was we had got invited to, well, we didn't really get invited, but the Qs had a cookout for their Founders Day, whatever. So one night we was like, you know what, let's just go to the cookout. You know, the Q cookouts was always the best, especially if you was at Bowie last year. You know that the Q Plus was always the best. So we at the Q Plot, you know, we having fun, you know, we seen our friends, you know, everything was cool. It was a cute
everybody
picture.
there, everybody drunk, you know, vibes.
Yeah, it was nothing but vibes, cool vibes. But it kind of got shut down a little early because it was in a parking lot of a Friday. So
mind you, we was late though, y'all. Like, we
did come late
for like 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So we was already like, let's live to everybody else. So then it's like, and then
like, you know, the night is still young.
Yeah, what?
So we was sitting in a car and we was just like, dang, like we finna go home, like, and then everybody looked like she said, like they were lit. So like they kind of already like had their next plan, you know?
Yeah, they knew what was next, and
so we didn't know what was next.
We was just going on a whim, like.
Yeah, so we was sitting in the car. And Anaya had this one dude that was just like hitting her up for months on end, but she was never giving him like really the time of the day, like ever. So tonight I'm like, you know what? Here's your time to shine, baby boy. Like this your tryout. Like let's see what's up. So basically, and it just so happened he had texted her and was like, oh, where you at? What you doing? You know, blah blah blah. So you know, yeah.
But no, wait, man.
So I'm like, you know what, like, let's like go hang out with him just because. So basically, they was talking and they was like, okay, let's meet here. So I didn't want to be like a third wheel cock blocking none of that. So I had called up one of my friends.
Wait,
like,
I didn't go by myself because that's just weird.
That's
like,
weird.
Your first link up, like even if like I feel for your friends, like your friend ain't gotta be with you, but like maybe like
near
driving behind you,
right?
Like, close proximity because you know.
So I had called one of my friends. I was like, hey, you want to meet me here? Like, did I hang out? Cool. My friend agreed to it. Came, slight work, right? So we meet up and they're just talking. Now, mind you, I'm in the car with my friend and I'm like seeing them. They laughing, giggling, he. So I'm like, okay, cool.
It's cool.
You know, vibes.
But you know, stuff be too good to be true, y'all. Like
that is true.
Oh, too good.
So I'm like, okay, cool, like everything going good, whatever. Now, mind you, I already knew from just the look, he was not her type of dude. But I'm like, we not, in our head, honestly, we wasn't even trying to get into nothing. Like, it was just
cool. Like, it was like, okay, this the next move. Like,
yeah.
And he hit me up, so I was like, why not?
Yeah. So Okay, so yeah, they kiki, laughing, joking, whatever. So when it's time for us to go, like it was like probably like 3-4 hours. It's time for us to go now. And like, you know, we having our talk on the way home, like, you know, how was it, you know, just scoping the scenery for real, everything was cool. So the next day, wait, did something happen the next? Oh, so for real, they was just like talking.
Yeah, like we would text.
Yeah, so you could tell that part.
We would get on the phone, we would FaceTime, like we would go see each other, and it was cool. Like it was nothing. Like I told y'all, it's too good to be true. Like when stuff to me is too perfect, it's just like not looking too good sway. So you know, we had to just.
What it was in them 2 weeks, like she would know. So like they would be on the phone, but like he would like ask for me or like ask, oh, where y'all at, you know. So like it was kind of like a conversation for everybody. But I would notice like little things that he would do or like say. Like he had like anger issues in a way, and I was just like, why is he so mad? Like
the way he just talk, like
yeah, no,
we don't do that.
So he ended up coming over to like our home or whatever, and he seen our work uniforms, and he seen that where we worked at basically. So he was like, oh, you know, y'all work there. So we was like, oh yeah, you know, not thinking
he's gonna take note. Like
yeah,
like come on, young, like
so not thinking, but that was our fault
because we be thinking people so dumb, like they not smart.
Yeah, that's our problem.
But they really be so smart.
Yeah. So like, I guess like we taking notes, but he's really taking notes.
Like
so
we was scoping the scenery, but he was
really scoping the
y'all. He was getting down because like he would say stuff, and like, you know, somebody say something, and you kind of like me. I want people to do all that shit. Oh my bad. I like so flow with my head, like no funny, like somebody could say something to me, and like I don't think nothing of it. But really, it's like a big deal. Like it was crazy because like little stuff he would say, like how you know that, or like
how you remember that?
How you remember that? Yeah, like, little stuff like you wouldn't think like somebody would remember, but like, and then I'd be like, dang, I told you that. Like you know, be like, yeah. Yeah, anyways.
So so he was like, you know, he was like, oh, y'all work here, like cool. Like it's nothing to Google the place, figure it out.
Right.
So also what he was doing was like slowly following her friends on Instagram.
DMing them.
Yeah, like he would like DM them, like they wasn't finna come back and
like they was
tell
me he was gonna be a blog because
but mind you, the whole time like he don't really have much on his Instagram. Like he not really like one of them people.
Yeah, he don't do that. So you would really never know. Like, but if you know me, then like you knew him. So.
Yeah, and that's how strong they was hanging out in literally like a week or two. So basically, one night,
house never play house.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Never play house.
Don't do
Playing house is the biggest, biggest
not with somebody
mistake. Like it is a mistake.
Like, it's fun, but like you gotta pick the right person to play house with.
Yeah, and these not the ones to play house with.
These promise y'all, they want you to cook, clean, drive on the brown. No.
So
want keys. Want keys?
So No. So what happened was basically, he was just doing little stuff. So like we would notice little things, and it was just like, what is he doing that for? Like, what's your outcome? What is the end game here for you? So okay, you can talk about the girl.
So basically one day, like I don't know, I think I was at work or something, like, cause okay, me and Max were together, right? But we were together, so like I'm more in the back, she's like more in the front. So one day I'm like sitting in the office, like it was real chill. So I'm sitting in the office and like I had some in my request. Mine's like I be on Instagram, but I don't do Instagram. So like me, I don't ever really have no requests. Like you know, I talk to people I know. So this one girl DM me and like I had this shit fall in my head too because like which one? So like I looked at it, you know how like you read it, like you don't say nothing. So I took my phone out to Madison, and she's like, Anaya, like, and I'm just like, what, like. Cause like I'm just one of them people like she didn't like what's next, like
right.
What's this about? Like, so basically, she just broke it down how supposedly that's her man, and like me, I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, what you mean that's your man? Like,
right?
Because baby, he my man, but he not my man, but like. He
can't be my man. You're
how like that's how I know too. These dudes they be living double lives because houseway. Yeah. And how did she get my AG? Like
now, so me, I'm like, oh, like she either checking phones or he's telling her it's something because it's no way that
just a random like after us like talking for that long and like him being like super consistent and like but you got a whole girl and like. Excuse me, y'all. Granted, it happens. Like, I be on TikTok. Like, I be seeing the girls saying, "How do you him all day? I be him every day," and he's still talking to such and be with such. It happens. Like, you're not with him 24/7. Like me, I work a job. I go to school. Like, I do internship. Like, I can't be with you all day, boo. So, like, if you're doing something, you're doing something. But damn, like, don't do that. Don't have your girl in my DMs because I don't even play them type of games. Like, be honest and upfront. Like. No, but anyways, next.
so yeah, after she had showed me the text, you know, whatever, I'm like, first of all, I'm gonna look at the girl first.
She's the more dramatic one. Me, I'm more cool, calm, and collected. So like me, I'm thinking about it, but I'm like brushing it off. Now she getting mad. Like I'm like, what is you mad for? Like, first of all, she be getting mad and stuff, y'all, and like. I'm like, what are you mad for? Like, I really be wrong. Like,
in the midst of it, I've already thought about the situation. I already thought about how it was gonna go down. I already, like, you know, I already thought about everything. So I was just like looking at her, and I'm like, this is girlfriend. Like, they live together. It's something going on. Like, this is his girlfriend. So I'm like, what you gonna do? Like, are you just gonna like? Cause I'm all for either just leaving him alone, blocking him, forgetting
letting go, or like. What's that?
What we gonna do? Yeah.
Really went in.
So basically, she had told, like, I guess she was texting him, but like he was not replying. Like he just wasn't answering the calls. Like, he just wasn't doing nothing.
Watching the phone ring, like.
Right.
So me, I got the location, y'all.
And okay, wait, but that's another thing. Before, so like they were sharing location. Like it was just all this stuff that you would never think. But in the mix of that, while we're at work, since I work in like I am a host. So I handle all of reservations, things like
that. Please, like this part.
So I'm on the iPad and I can see when somebody is getting ready to book a reservation or the day, like whatever. So it's like somebody books a reservation for like 12 people.
No, daggone way.
So I'm like, so I have to call that person and make them aware, like, hey, you can't do this, like this is just too many people, you know, blah blah blah. So I'm calling the number. Mind you, I don't know his number, so I'm calling just a random 204 number. So I'm calling, nobody answers, so I leave messages, you know, cool, not thinking like this is him.
Right, because who would, like,
that's not the first, right, like, we at work.
Yeah, so it's like, that's not unreal, like,
yeah,
that's normal.
But like, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I'm like, I'm just waiting for the person to call me back. But the reservation ended up getting deleted. So I'm like, okay, maybe they read my message and they deleted the reservation. Cool. Then like probably like 30 minutes later, it's the same name and the person booked for 4. So I'm like, okay, now I don't need to call them because cool, we can do 4. Right. Then he takes the reservation. Yeah. Then he takes the reservation back. Then it's like the phone is ringing or whatever. Now me, I usually answer the phones because I am nosy. I want to know what it has to be said. And it's like this guy on the phone and he's like just super rude, super disrespectful. So in my first mind, first of all, what he said was, I booked this reservation for 12, So I'm like, oh, okay, so now I know it is the same person. So my first thing is to go talk to my manager about it. But something just told me, like, don't talk to the manager about it. Like, you can take care of the problem.
So
he's like, you know what, just cancel the reservation. So I'm like, okay, cool. We go through service and maybe like towards the end of the service, it's like 8:30. Now we took our last reservation at 9:40, right? So someone books for a party of 6 at 9:40. So of course that's gonna make me mad. That's gonna make everybody mad because now we have to wait until that person comes. So 9:40 rolls around. But I was telling Anaya like what was happening, and I'm just like, this like I don't have time for the games today. Like we already thinking about the girl.
I'm not even focused no more.
Yeah,
so I'm not even in my A game. Like I'm messing up stuff. Like, but I was having a bad night, y'all. Cause like what?
Yeah. So basically he like, so I'm like, okay, so we waited for this reservation to come. Mind you, at this time we could, everybody in the restaurant could have went home. Like we did not need to be there.
You get 15 minutes, but we was giving nice little grace period.
Yes.
So we get them till 10 o'clock.
So everybody in the kitchen, they just like
standing around because there was nothing to do.
Like everybody's just looking.
Everybody literally sat down by like 9:30. So like all the appetizers, entrees, everything was out. So
yeah, like so
like what is last reservation at? So we're waiting. Like then the whole kill was this day I was the last one, so I had to take the table.
Right. So we was really gonna be in there until about 11-12. Like that's it.
Anyways, but still.
So I'm like, where is this person at? So I'm calling. I'm just like making sure because at the time I was calling to let them know that y'all could come in earlier, but it's just no answer. So it's like 10 o'clock now. 10:15, and I canceled the reservation because it's just like, what you can't come.
It made your grace period for you not to show up.
So y'all, while we're getting ready to like pack up, go home, leave, whatever, and this boy comes in here, this dirty boy comes in there and he like, oh, I had a reservation for such and such. So I'm like, oh sir, I'm sorry, like
closed.
Yeah, like your reservation has been canceled, the kitchen is closed, like blah blah blah. Mind you, it was, I don't know the boy, like, yeah. So he like, what? Oh no, we gonna have this reservation. Mind you, let's say if you was gonna even get the reservation, where's the rest of your party? Like it's just you in here.
Right. And he just had this terrible attitude. Like, I cannot stand people with bad.
Yeah. So basically he wanted to like start problems, like just cause all this ruckus. So I'm like, okay, but then I go on a back and I just make a joke and I'm just like, how about if the boy sent him in here? Because he did just find out where we work at.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
we was laughing at my
yeah, like we
like no, like I'm like, he's not that smart. Like,
but mind you, he still have not answered a phone call, a text,
so then,
a DM.
I'm not gonna lie, like, it started to come together because one of the dudes went out there to talk to him, and like in a conversation, like where the boy was from, I was like, dang. She was right, yo, because when he said like a certain like, I'm like, oh, like
it could have been.
Like,
but
it was too accurate to like,
yeah,
he didn't do that.
And like the words he was saying, like
the name,
yeah, like
then he started telling, like that's where he messed up at. Like if he would have kept it going, he started telling, and then it's like we put it together. So they out there handling that. So I go in the back and I'm just like calling, texting. Then y'all know like how y'all get blocked, like something. I don't know if like put the phone on airplane mode or whatever, so like you don't get it, but like my stuff started coming through, like. Mind you, I still got the location.
Right.
So, me and Madison was talking. We was like,
let's pull up.
Like real live. When I tell y'all I cleaned everything up, checked out, got my car, and we rode out that door. Like, we got on that horse. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else. How else was we gonna?
Like, I could have like took the higher, but like I'm sorry now, y'all. I'm sorry, but. Now I take the higher road, so now like I never did it again, yo.
Right.
But now like you get blocked, like I'm good. That's just.
But at the time, it's like between a girl, this boy, like we never had a situation like that. To
even like handle it maturely, and I feel like too, even though we did that, we still handled it very maturely. Like,
right. So basically, yeah, we get in the car. We already have to wear all black. So
we was riding out.
Yeah, so we get in the car, whatever.
We put some turn music. We was trying to feel the vibe. Like we started off slow.
Yeah.
Then I hit the dash. And it was so cause
so. Mind you, at this point, she never texted the girl back. Like the girl really still sending in a request.
Like
so. we pull up. Mind you, he never turns the location off. He never like nothing. So when we pulled up, like I'm talking about, I'm looking at the phone for us to like turn the corner down the neighborhood.
Because y'all, first of all, we didn't know where we was going.
Yeah, we didn't know where we was going.
Like off of like some.
Because we never went over there.
Yeah, and you know like how you like off of like adrenaline, your adrenaline pumping, so you just like.
But then again, it's like when we rolling up, we like, was this the best idea?
Right, it was just like the right.
You know, we clutching our pearls and stuff because. Yeah, no. So basically, I'm looking at the phone and then like the location, it says like no location found. But the whole kill is, babe, you already here. Yeah. And I feel like you only turned your location off because you've seen that we was already here.
So that means you've been watching me, and that means you knew I was coming. Definitely not to get in contact with me too.
Yeah, no.
So finally, I text him. I was like, come outside. Yeah. That was just me being nice. That was the nice me.
That was a simple come outside. So he never like text her back like right away. So like we still waited like 5-10 minutes and we see a car pull up. Mind you, y'all, this was really like the track for real. Like people was rolling in and out of the house. It was crazy. So I'm like, okay, well, we can wait a little longer, but if you don't come out, then
we're gonna just leave. I'm gonna just let it go like that. Yeah. I feel like sometimes I be like, God just telling me like, that's it. Like you're supposed to walk away.
So
y'all,
we still in the car and we like, you know what, okay, let's get ready to go.
Yeah, we just sitting there chilling.
But we see this car pull up and
I got a bad feeling about it.
Like, yeah, so I'm like, okay,
let's just sit here.
Yeah,
like, let's just sit here.
So we just like put the seat backs, whatever, and we see him come out.
But you couldn't answer your text, couldn't answer your phone call.
But you walking perfectly fine, like you coming outside to this car, and
opens the back. Opens the back door. So I'm like, what is he opening? Like, what are you opening?
You getting groceries? Like
this boy pulls a baby out of the car seat, like a baby. Like this was a baby. Like,
it was a baby.
Like 9 months. Like
yeah,
she was pregnant for 9 months, and the baby's like 2-3 months. So I'm like, we looking, and I sit up in the seat a little bit, and like I see him look at me. So like, you know how like you just like start leaning back real fast. So he goes in the house with the baby, and like I guess he got the baby somewhere, and then came back outside, and like he was talking to whoever was in the car. So basically, like they get to arguing, and so he go grab the little diaper bag, and then the car seat. I guess you need a car seat. That's just the baby. So he gets the car bag in the car seat, and him and the girl still and they go back, blah 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 blah. And so
she gets out of the car, and they're arguing.
Like, are you?
And that's
she doing all of the
like and she's getting close to him, like, and he's just standing there with the diaper bag. And then but it's the same girl that was on the Instagram, so that's just like, okay, cool, that's the girlfriend.
Why is she going for a kiss, y'all? Like, shorty real life, like, kissed him, and he just didn't do nothing. Like, he just like looked at her like, you know,
like real.
Then like fake pulled her into a hug, like
right after y'all just got done arguing.
But it was given, she just wanted him, like, oh, like, you playing with me? Like, oh, I done had your baby.
Right, like, kiss me.
And, yeah, you just don't want me no more, but, like, I'm gonna make you want me. And, dude, that's not cute. Don't do that no more. Change like I did.
No, okay. Or, like,
just astonished, like, like, some like, you know how, like, stuff happens to you, but it's like, this is just not happening.
Like, we like, just, like, I'm looking at her, she looking at me, I'm like,
is this real? Like, so now he goes in the house, the girl fake leaves, but it's like she looks over. Like I'm thinking like when they hugged, he like whispered in her ear. So the girl looks over, like she gets in her car and she looks over. And so I set my seat up and I looked over too. She was being scared, so I guess she pulled off. But I'm gonna get back to that, y'all, because I got something for y'all. But she pulls off and basically like I call him again. And I was like, okay, you done came outside. You got this blah, blah, blah. Come outside for it. So
right.
He take forever to come outside again. Like, he was there, I had to do something, da, 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 like. So I was like, when you have a baby? Like, that's my first question, because forget the girl. Like, when did you have a baby? And why wouldn't you tell me? Like, that's important. That's something you tell somebody. Like,
right.
You tell somebody when you first talk to them, like, I have kids. Like, because I don't play that. I don't deal with kids. Like, I'm not one of the girls. I don't have no kids, so like somebody do, I you know, like that's not fair to me. Like I'm too young to be somebody's stepmother. I'm sorry.
Right.
And y'all babies be young. Y'all be having terrible 2-year-olds and newborns. No man, you still mess with your being. No thank you. So anyways, he finally comes outside. He said what's up to Madison. Madison just looking at him like don't say what's up to me. You did your big one today.
Like the biggest.
So me and him, like I'm telling him, he gets in the car and he was like, what's up? Like we cool or something. I don't like that. Like don't do that. So me, I'm playing real hard. Like bro, I'm really a softie, y'all. Like I hate like when I have to be that person, but like I have to be that person anyway. So I told him, I was like, get out my car. Like get out. So he gets out the car and like me and him kind of like walk down a little bit. Like my neighborhood a little sketchy.
Real sketchy.
I'm a little scared, but you know, I'll let my fear take over me. So we outside and talking to him, like, and I'm trying to be real, like, me, like, we outside talking, and like a car just blow past, and it looks familiar.
Wait, they're arguing, like they really like she going in more than the girl was going in,
but like. He not saying nothing, like he just like standing there and he's like, okay, I'm gonna let you, you know, I'm gonna let you get your shit off, like, you know, like the same shit he was doing to the girl. And I was like, I'm not her, like me and you gonna have a conversation. And he was like, but I don't feel like having a conversation. And I'm like, but I do, like you playing with me, and yeah, so I pulled up on you and I caught you, and you trying to do little stuff, you doing stuff on my job, like I don't like that. So this car pulls up, like mind you, I'm in one parking spot, it's like a parking spot, like the neighborhood cries hella cars. One parking spot beside me, so they park right there. Shorty hop out, and she's like, what's this? And I'm looking around like, what you mean what's this, y'all? Who are you? Like, so she's like, I'm the BM. I said, the BM of what? She was like, I'm his BM. And I said, for real? Oh. I said, I don't know nothing about you. She was like, oh, I seen you see my message. I said, I did. I said, did you get a response? And she was like, no. I said, exactly. Carry on. So I'm steady going back and forth with him. Like, he said, he's looking at me. And Shorty, she started looking at me. She started fake going on. She was like, why you going off on him? Like, what is this? Who is this girl? Like, baby, take your anger on him. I didn't say nothing to you, sweetheart. I'm talking to the man because he's the one causing the problems. And usually, y'all, it be the man causing the problems.
It do.
So like you don't go out. To me, I'm not gonna lie, like it's only if the girl know. But I'm like, honestly, I feel like the girl didn't know. And then she could have been going through postpartum. So
that's how young your baby was.
That really could have been messed her up too. Like, dang, you telling me we're gonna be together? You could be like, oh, we're gonna be together and da da da. But like you go through stuff too. Like he might have been going through stuff, and she was going through stuff. And it's like sometimes it don't work. So then you go out here and you go find you somebody else. Like I'm younger turn. Shorty was a little up there. No.
But by this time, while they're still doing all this arguing, y'all, of course, like, I'm gonna get out the car. Like, you thought I was gonna stay in the car?
About all this going on, it's 2 girls and then the dude, like.
No, so I get out the car and I'm just like sitting kind of like in front of the car, like on the car, in front of the car, you know, just
scoping the scene, you know, just make sure nothing on my side.
Yeah.
So when his homeboys come outside, y'all, homeboy come outside, he's like, oh my gosh, y'all being loud, like somebody better call the police. And we like, for real, like we handling the business, you know, whatever. And I'm just standing there looking at them.
Right.
They still come back and forth, and the homeboy outside, it's like, oh my gosh, y'all, like chill out, chill out, chill out. So,
but then the thing was, he came outside with the baby.
No, why would you bring the baby?
Why would you bring the baby out here?
It's cold, like
freezing.
Cold. He rocked a little,
like he did.
Like, then,
so I like go over there and I just get Anaya, and I'm like, girl, like. Let's go. Like this ain't even
out. Like let's go. Like so I get in the car and like you know what I see about someone, and then they still going back and forth with the boy like take the baby in the house. So the girl takes the baby in the house. So she's still crying. Like she's going off and she's walking away. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing this and blah, blah, blah. So then the homeboy he walks like over to the car and he fake trying to be mad. He was like, how you doing? Sir, this is not the
time to be playing matchmaker. Like I'm not even in the mood.
She's looking at him like, alright, whatever. So
step away from the car.
I get out the car again, and like I'm trying to like have a civilized conversation because at the end of the day we're adults, so let's have a civilized conversation. So we was trying to talk. Like he was just like, no, he tried to apologize or whatever. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, no. My job. Shorty comes back. I was like, I don't know how she got outside. And who had the baby? Who had the baby?
Where's the baby?
So she comes back outside and like, she just like walked back up to us. She just turned over her arm told it. And he's like, what's wrong with you now?
Right, like he's like in the cop, like it was such a chill situation.
Like it was a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal, but it was everything was just so like kind of moving in slow motion. It was just like everybody kind of wanted to sit and talk, and it's just like
this is not a sit and talk, man. This is I'm gonna put my hands on you and knock you out.
Right,
but we adults.
But I think Anaya wanted her closure because she kind of knew. Well, we both knew that was the last night. You know what I'm saying? So whatever else you got to get out, or whatever else,
that's what was.
Try to mature, try to get over the situation. But we finna go. Like it's nothing more.
So like I tried to talk to him again, and he was still acting the same. So I just gave up. So I got in the car, and like the boy faked still talking to us, like move. So she tells him bye, whatever, and like he fakes, give him her number. So this is just like, y'all, that just makes stuff more intense because now you done did that and I'm trying to leave him alone. Now you're trying to mess with her. Like, my boy was cute though. So.
And that was my first time seeing him. Like, meeting him, seeing him.
But because of his friend, we should have seen the red flags with him. But anyways, I digress. So I get in the car, Madison gets in the car, and I was just like, bye. Like, he was like, where are you going? I'm going home. See ya. So we get in the car, like we drive off, we put our music on. She was like, how you feel? Like I was like, I'm sad, but like he wasn't my nigga. He wasn't my man. So, like I was just more upset that you didn't tell me I had a kid. Like,
and it's not really just about him having another human being. It's the fact like you got this girl, you got this kid, you're messy, you're doing stuff with the job, like you confess to doing everything. So it's just like, why are you doing all of this crazy stuff?
He just didn't know. Like I knew, like he was trying to talk to my friends, so I had brought that up, and he was
kind of caught. But it's like
he tried to figure out, what are you talking about? Like, anyway. But yeah, so we went away home. Now my phone's blowing up. Like, like your phone blows up and it gets hot. Like my phone was hot.
Yeah.
Like mind you, my phone's on 20%, so my phone was hot and it's like about to die. So we just getting home. I'm just letting the phone ring up my phone with DD, like because like of how like I had my phone set up. Like if he would call me, like it would go through. So me not thinking like, oh, I still got like my favorite. So it's like steady ringing. He's calling me. So we gets back and like Madison upstairs. And I was like, I'm just sit in the car for a second. So she was like, they're not calling back. And so I ended up calling him back. Anyway, calling back anyway, and he was just like, I'm about to come pull up on you because obviously we need to finish talking. But I'm like, now you want to pull up on me. Now you want to finish talking. After I tried to talk to you, but you didn't want to talk. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I go upstairs and like go get in the shower, just like trying to get my mind together because like I'm heated. Like I don't like that. Like now you want to talk. So he pulls up. He's like, I'm outside. Like come get me because like we live in a little thing. You gotta like, check your link. So he was like, come get me. I'm like, wait till somebody open the door. So he waited on there for like 20 minutes. I kid y'all not, so I was not going down. So somebody finally opened the door. So it's like banging at the door. So I opened the front door. He's right there. And like he tried to kiss me. And I'm like, dodge my head. So we go in my room and we like talking. He talking about romance and that's my room. Let's go. So he was just basically trying to explain the situation. Like basically him and the girl was just never together. Like, they was buddies. And it happened, and he was like, yeah, we had a kid, like, but he was like, she just be acting weird now because she think like, oh, she gonna do something, I'm supposed to be her man, but like, no. And I was like, that's fine, but the principle is that you have a child and you didn't bring that up to me. Like that, we never just said, we talked about kids, y'all, and he never brought it up. That's right out.
Right.
Like, even we had the conversation, like, and that's what I'm saying, for us to be so cool, like, we was cool, like, we talked about everything, like, he was my dog. But when you start doing little stuff like that, kick rocks, buddy. So, like, we just sitting there, and, like, he just, like, hit the wall. So, with him, like, hitting the wall, Madison runs in the room. She's like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? And she thought, like, he hit me, like, but he just hit the wall. She was like, I'm so mad, like, I'm so angry, like, mind
you, our dorm room walls.
Like, who's gonna pay for this? Because I'm not. Like, you're gonna send me the money for that. But mind you, it wasn't like a big, like, it wasn't nothing major. Like, it was a little, but it's okay. So, just with that happening, like, it was kind of scary because it's like, dang, this gonna hit me up? Like, I'm walking down here with you, because I will. Because I will get down with you, but we didn't want that to happen. So she comes in the room. She said, oh my gosh, what happened? His knuckles bleeding. Like, I'm looking at him like,
he's crazy.
What's wrong with you? Like, an angry bird. Like,
no, for real.
What the hell? So, we just, I don't even know, y'all. Like, I was
kind of like ended there.
Like, it was just like, you did all of that for what? And then, like, tries to spin the block. And then starts to talk to my friends again.
Like, constantly, like, hitting friends up, following friends, all this type of stuff. And it's just like,
I'm just not going to know.
Are you mentally okay?
No. I don't think so. But it was fun. But, like, that just taught me, like, a big lesson. Like, don't do that no more.
Literally, do them background checks.
Doing bad jobs. Y'all might find out they're a female. Y'all just might find out the man y'all messing with is a girl. That's why he's so sassy, y'all, because y'all we did some digging and I found out he was one of us.
And y'all, that was our story time on how we went on our stakeout and got I don't know if we got caught. We just
don't do no stakeouts.
And if them dudes want y'all first, run. Don't mess with them.
Immediately.
Stand your ground. Don't mess with them.
I don't know what kind of dude y'all gonna get there, but I say it's not even with you first. But if like he's too persistent and like you're just like no, like
it's the reason you're saying no. Yeah. So keep that no.
But like if he's like if he's persistent and you're tired, get at him. But them ones. Run, R-U-N, exclamation.
No, seriously.
Because it's not fun.
But that was our story time. Hope you guys loved it.
Bye.
She wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari.